Hi, everybody. My name is Dr. Jeff Tucker, and I'm here to do a read aloud of my latest book for you today. But first, just a little bit of introduction. As I said, my name is Dr. Jeff Tucker. That doctor title is still relatively fresh, so it's still a little strange to hear. I obtained my doctorate in counselor education and supervision from Adams State University in May of last year, and I am currently an instructor for a master's level counselor education program at Wayne State College in Nebraska. So Boys Town is in Nebraska, so I have a few ties to that state. But as you can probably tell from the way I speak, I'm a Southern boy. I was born and raised in Louisiana, and I currently reside in Little Rock, Arkansas. So this is my fifth book that I've written with Boys Town. I'm really proud of it. I hope that children, students out there really like it, and that they're able to learn from it and put its message into place in their everyday lives, that they find it useful. So this book is the fourth book in my series, Chicory Elementary Stories for Success. My first book, just a plug, was My Name's Sammy and I'm No Snitch. That was followed by Amelia Understands Equity. And then my third was Vinny the Brave. And then my latest, When Sophie's Sorry Wasn't Enough. And they all follow characters at Chicory Elementary. And then I also have another book that wasn't part of the series called Isaac the Instigator. So without further ado, let's get this reading started. All right, When Sophie's Sorry Wasn't Enough. Have you ever been told that please and thank you are magic words, like they have special powers? Well, I'm here to tell you that the real magic word is sorry. Sorry can get you out of anything. I mean it. Anything. Just the other day, Dad bought 6 sweet and gooey cookies for me and my little brother. I ate every last one of them. I didn't share like I was supposed to, but I told Dad I was sorry, so he didn't send me to my room, ground me, or nothing. I say sorry so much, kids at Chicory Elementary call me Sorry Sophie. Like last week, when I borrowed my friend Amelia's fancy new magnifying glass. I wanted to get a close up look at my fingerprints. They're super squiggly. When I threw it back to her, she didn't catch it. The thing hit the floor and the glass cracked. I said I was sorry, and Amelia told me not to worry. She didn't even tell the teacher. Yep, saying sorry has gotten me out of all kinds of trouble. Of course, saying sorry to get out of trouble isn't the only thing that makes me such a superstar. My other nickname is Swiftfoot Sophie. I'm the best kickball player at Chicory. Ask anybody. When choosing teams, everyone wants me. On Fridays, we always play kickball, and today's game was going to be a blast. Amelia had brought the new rubber ball she had gotten for her birthday. It was bright blue, and that thing could bounce. It was way better than our school's hard, cruddy kickball. I was the first one up to kick for my team. Amelia was pitching, and she gave the ball a quick bounce before rolling it to me. I took a couple of half steps, then launched my right leg forward and kicked as hard as I could. I crushed it. The ball sailed into the air and kept flying. Everyone looked up as it flew higher and farther. I thought for sure it would go over the playground's metal fence, but it didn't. It actually landed right on top of the metal wire and burst like a balloon. Amelia's birthday present was in shreds. She started sobbing, then threw herself down into a pile of leaves. Instead of running the bases, I ran straight to her. I'm sorry, Amelia, I said, thinking that would make things right. It was an accident. I know it was, Sophie, but that doesn't make me feel any better. But I said sorry. So? You always do. That's why you're sorry, Sophie. What else am I supposed to say? Between sobs, Amelia blurted, Don't say something. Do something, Sophie. Like what? Make it right, she told me. Then Amelia stood up, wiped her face, and walked away. I felt awful the rest of the day. I wasn't sure if I felt worse for myself or for Amelia. Why didn't she just forgive me? Saying sorry always worked before. It's always kept me out of trouble and made people happy. Well, I thought it made them happy anyway. There was only one way to make things right: buy Amelia a new ball. But how? When I got off the school bus, I ran to the store. In a large bin, there were kickballs, just like Amelia's, but they cost $10. How was I supposed to come up with $10 before school on Monday? I hurried home and broke into my piggy bank. It had $4.50. I needed more money. I dug my hand under every chair and couch cushion in the house. I found a whopping 50 cents. As I counted the coins, Dad walked in and asked me what was going on. I accidentally popped Amelia's new kickball during recess. I told her I was sorry, but she said I needed to make it right. So I am. How exactly are you making it right? I'm going to buy her a new ball. I saw one at the store for $10, I said. How much money do you have there? $5? Well, you're halfway there, sweetie. But where am I going to get another $5, Dad? Tell you what, the yard needs a good raking. If you rake the whole backyard tomorrow, I'll pay you $5. Saturday morning, I got up super early. I raked and I raked and I raked. Did I mention that I raked? The leaf piles looked like mountains. When I got done, Dad gave me $5, just like he promised, and then he walked with me to the store. The blue kickballs were sold out, so I grabbed a pretty purple one. That'll be $10.95, said the man behind the counter. Um, the price tag says $10. You have to pay sales tax, kiddo, he told me. I looked at Dad. My eyes got all wet. I had worked so hard. Dad reached into his pocket and pulled out 95 cents. Here you go. I happily handed over the money and gave Dad a big smile. When we walked home, Dad and I stopped and sat on a park bench. He wanted to rest and talk a bit. You know what, Sophie? I'm proud of you. Accidents happen to everyone, but what we do affects others, even when it's something we don't do on purpose. What's important is that you cared enough about your friendship with Amelia to repair it. Remember that time I was mowing the grass and accidentally chewed up your jump rope? Do you remember how you felt? Sure do. I felt awful. I was sad and kind of mad at you, I admitted. And what did your dad do? He took me to get a new one. That's right. I took responsibility for what I did, even though it was an accident. That's what you've done. And I am so proud of you. Dad always knew just what to say to make me feel better. That weekend, I guarded the new kickball with my life. When I met Amelia at the bus stop on Monday morning, I handed her the pretty purple ball. I'm sorry it's not blue, I said. That doesn't matter to me, Sophie. What matters is that you made it right. And purple is my favorite color. I love it. Thank you. Even though it was Monday, we decided to play a special game of kickball. We used Amelia's new purple ball, and it was amazing. I was careful not to kick toward the fence this time, but I still walloped it as far as I could. After the game, we had lunch. I was carrying my food tray to the table when Amelia accidentally ran into me. The collision sent my fish sticks flying all over the floor. Oh no, I'm so sorry, Amelia shrieked. I didn't mean it. No worries, I said. But can you help me make it right? Amelia smiled. Sure thing. I'll go grab a mop. All right, everybody. So that's When Sophie's Sorry Wasn't Enough. I hope that you enjoyed it. Just something for you to kind of chew on and ponder. Number one, with with your children, with your students, one of the most important things you can do is model appropriate behavior. When we mess up, own up to it and do what we can to make things right. Let let children know that their words matter and that heartfelt apologies, genuinely telling someone that you're sorry, for causing some kind of harm to them or their property, that's absolutely a positive thing to do. That sometimes we need to go beyond that to help fix the situation even more and maybe even leave it a little better than we found it. One way that we can help children learn how to give heartfelt apologies is to help foster their sense of empathy. So, you've probably heard that empathy is the ability to walk a mile in someone else's shoes without forgetting that the shoes are not your own. Some people forget that part. So, what I found helpful with children is talking to them about a prized possession that they have. Maybe it's some sort of game or toy, and ask them how they would feel if it got destroyed. Kind of like Sophie's jump rope that got destroyed by the lawnmower in the book, and ask them how they would feel if something happened to it, and if sorry would be enough, or if there are extra steps that the person who destroyed that item could go to help make the situation better. And because when it all comes down to it, it's more about reconciling and repairing the relationship between two people than it is about any item. So if we're teaching children pro-social skills to help them develop positive relationships, uh, it sets them up for success, in the classroom, on the playground, and, you know, throughout the future in their lives. So I would just like to thank you all for attending. I appreciate it more than you know. If you want to contact me, you can reach out at jefftuckerwrites.com. You'll find my email address there as well as links to all my books. And yeah, hope everyone has enjoyed this read aloud session. Take care, everyone.